I got you, okay.
I just talked.
Whenever you're ready, Mayor.
All right, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the regular meeting of Mayor and Council of the Borough of Glassboro for March 10th, 2026 to order. Karen, could you please read the opening statement?
Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, I hereby announce that adequate notice of this meeting, as required by said act, has been provided by adopting a schedule of regular meetings for the year 2026, which schedule was posted on the Borough Hall Bulletin Board, as well as the Borough website, and forwarded to both the South Jersey Times and the Sentinel of Gloucester County, and filed with the Borough Clerk on January 3rd, 2026.
Thank you. Can we all rise and salute the flag, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Karen, roll call, please.
Mayor Wallace.
Here.
Mr. Brown.
Here.
Mrs. Garlick. Here. Mr. Halter.
Yes.
Ms. Miller.
Here.
Mrs. Spence.
Here.
Mr. Melandro.
Here.
Mr. Scafidi.
Present.
Mr. Brunemer. And let the record reflect that Mr. Casabone is excused for this evening.
Thank you, Karen. We have no presentations this evening, so at this time, I'll turn the meeting over to our Borough Solicitor.
Thank you, Mayor. Prior to introduction of the resolution, Councilman Brown has some comments as finance chair.
For the, some budget highlights for 2026, we're looking this year at a 3% increase. 3-cent increase. Apologize. For a average $300,000 home, you're looking at about 25 cents per day, or about $7.41 per month. Some of the key increases in our budget this year were health benefits. Obviously, everybody knows the cost of health benefits continue to rise, and we were dealing with that problem here as well at the borough. Also, our salary and wages increases, plus our operating costs. We also, capital projects for this year, that does include a new fire truck, some sewer main relining, as well as some redevelopment improvements. One thing that we are proud to say is that we were able to, with this budget, still have the ability to hire 2 police officers and 1 firefighter for next year. So that was something that we as the committee was very important to us. Along, if we were going to have that increase, we wanted to have that in our budget. And with that, I'd just like to thank Karen Passione for her hard work, as well as the committee, Clark Pierpont, Ed Melandro, for all their hard work. It was very difficult this year, as everyone knows, with the increases. But you know, where we are right now, we feel really good about it. So thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
At this time, we would have for the introduction, adoption of resolution R-10726, if council so moves.
Yeah, I'm going
There
to make a motion to approve that, yeah.
There's a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Karen, roll call, please.
Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Mrs. Garlick.
Yes.
Mr. Halter.
4.
Ms. Miller.
4.
Mrs. Spence.
Yes.
That motion carries.
Mayor, under our normal public hearings, we have an ordinance tonight, 2604, an ordinance amending Chapter 354, Peace and Good Order, Section 354-5A, consumption of alcoholic beverages in public and quasi-public places of the Code of the Borough of Glassboro, Peace and Order section of the chapter. Council moves for public portion.
Motion to open to the public?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? That motion carries. The floor is now open to anyone from the public that would like to come forward and address ordinance number 26-04.
Seeing no one, I'll make a motion to close the public portion and adopt this ordinance as written.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Karen, roll call, please.
Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Mrs. Garlick.
4.
Mr. Halter.
Yes.
Ms. Miller.
4.
Mrs. Spence.
Yes.
That motion carries. At this time, I'll entertain a motion for the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of February 10th, 2026, as well as the closed executive session of February 10th, 2026.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? That motion carries. Karen, could you take us through the communications, please?
Yes, Mayor, I have one communication for this evening. It's a letter of retirement from Edward Melandro III, Administrator for the Borough of Glassboro.
So I will make a motion to accept that letter with regret. I would like to say thank you to Ed, working alongside of you, first of all, on council. I learned a lot from you. Appreciate all your time and effort to the municipality, and definitely leading all the employees and all of our administrative duties on a day-to-day basis. We thank you for everything that you've done.
I make a regretful second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? That motion carries. Congratulations, sir. Now we'll move to committee reports and begin with Council President Miller.
Good evening, Mayor. I'm in receipt of the highway report, and I'd also like to thank Karen and the Finance Committee for your commitment to the budget and all of the hard work that you've put into it. And I'd also like to, and I'll do it again at our next council meeting, but to thank you, Ed, for all that you've done over the years that I've known you since 2013. You've been a really good friend and mentor. You've done amazing stuff to help the borough move forward, all of the many projects that you're affiliated with. Those of us that you leave behind, we're gonna make sure that we see them all through. And just thank you for all that you've done.
Thank you.
You're-
Mayor, if I knew this was gonna happen, I wouldn't be sitting here, so let's go. Let's go.
I have to follow the agenda, sir. Councilman Brown.
Yes, I'd just like, on a professional level, say thank you to Mr. Melandro for all his years of service as a councilman and as a borough administrator. What you see out here is, he's one of those, I guess, founding fathers, if you want to say, of everything we have and everything that we're going to have in the future, he's a part of. So it's really neat how far this town has come if you weren't here in the 90s or 80s and 90s to see it and to see what it is now. It's completely different. So on a professional level, a person that I've never seen work as hard as him and dedicated as much as he does to this town, it's unbelievable to see. And on a personal level, we've known each other for many years. Our kids grew up together. We've coached together many years, and I'm sure we'll continue our relationship with going back and forth texts about our grandkids. But just there's no word that I can say, or no words that I can say, but the one word that I will say, or one words that I will say to Ed is thank you. Thank you, Ed.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Councilwoman Garland.
Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome.
I also would like to say thanks to Ed. He really, brought us on board, acclimated us, and just along the way as a mentor, and helped everyone to get to know what the role is, what the responsibility is, and how to do it as well. So I'm grateful for the projects that Ed has led and participated in, and the connections that you have brought into this borough. They will outlive all of us, and we are grateful to have been able to work with you for this amount of time. So thank you so much for your time. We have a Park and Rec Committee meeting tomorrow. Thank you, Mayor.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Councilman Halter.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Mayor. Thank
Good
you.
evening.
Water and sewer has been very steady and busy time of the year, coming out of a tremendous season of unseasonably cold weather, even for this area. So they've been dealing with a lot of water main breaks and things of the such with that. And then obviously getting the borough squared away each time we've had these monumental snowstorms and ice events the last couple of last month or so here. So they've been busy on that, working on backfilling a few positions on that end. And besides that, everything else is status quo, water and sewer. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Councilwoman Spence.
Thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome.
I would just want to say I'm in receipt of the February construction report. But I also want to reiterate everyone's comments about Ed, even though he's not really from Glassboro originally. I don't think I've met anybody that loved this town more than Ed. So it's going to be sad to see him go, but I'm happy for him. And
Sitting on that side
congratulations.
from here on out, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, thanks,
Thank
Ed, and you always had my vote, so
Thank you.
thanks.
Thank you very much. All righty. We have no unfinished business. Karen, could you take us through new business, please?
Yes, Mayor, I have one item under new business. It's approval for facilities use application for the new Glassboro Health Fair, which will be held on April 25th, 2026. Be Healthy Glassboro.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we accept and approve the application of the use for the health fair.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
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 Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Fabulous. Mark, engineers report, please.
Yes, good evening. Just an update with the nicer weather. Contractors are all about, everybody's seen them. Delsey Drive and the numerous construction sites are all active down the street, RLS. Vision Stream Apartments are moving out on 322. ERCO's doing their buildings and their parking lot expansions. For that, South Academy Street townhouses finally got some decent weather, so they can go outside and start get their work done. They're trying to finalize those here in the next couple of weeks. So a lot going on. There was some tree clearing done on MLK for the towns at Ellesmere. There's 72 townhouses coming in at that location, subject to getting the finalized their outside approvals on that. So right now they have to get the trees cut down by a certain date for DEP requirements. So it may be quiet there for a couple months until they get moving. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Any questions for Mark?
Thank you.
Thank you again, Mark. All right, at this time, I'll once again turn the meeting over to our Borough Solicitor.
Thank you, Mayor. On our consent agenda, we have the following resolutions. 108, 109, and 110 are emergency temporary resolutions prior to adoption of the budget. 111, authorizing tax collector to issue duplicate tax sale certificate pursuant to NJSA 54.552.1. And Resolution 112, authorizing the appointment of a hearing officer for a rental housing matter for the Borough of Glassboro. They are the resolutions. For the reasons also noted under each, the council moves for approval. Roll call vote.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Karen, roll call, please.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mrs. Garlick?
Yes.
Mr. Halter?
4.
Ms. Miller?
4.
Mrs. Spence?
Yes.
Motion carries.
And Mayor, we have ordinances for introduction tonight on first reading, title only, beginning with 2608, calendar year 2026 ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank, NJSA 48445.14. Number 2609, amending chapter WSM Water and Sewer Manual, Article 16, Schedule of Rates of the Code of the Borough of Glassboro, Water and Sewer, 26-10, ordinance fixing and establishing the salaries and compensation of the officers and employees of the Borough of Glassboro for the year 2026, and ordinance 2611, amending Chapter 97, Personnel Policies and Procedures, hiring, Article 2, hiring of the Code Book of the Borough of Glassboro. The motion would be to introduce ordinances 2608 through 2611. If so moved, roll call vote.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. Karen, roll call, please.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mrs. Garlick?
Yes.
Mr. Halter?
4.
Ms. Miller?
4.
Mrs. Spence?
Yes.
That motion carries. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to open up the public portion.
Motion to open a public portion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? That motion carries. Floor is now open to anyone from the public that would like to come forward and address Mayor
And
and
those members,
council.
I'm sorry, Mayor, and those members of the public, there are rules and regulations outlined on the agenda. Most importantly, when you approach, please identify yourself for the record, name and address, and note there is a 5-minute limitation per speaker. Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. My name is Vincent Bruno. I live at 119 Rowan Boulevard, apartment 202. I'm here basically, I think there might be email from me and some pictures that were sent to the borough clerk. Basically, with the idea that I thought would be of a semi-urgency, that is speed limit. When you come off of Main Street, whether it be going south on Main Street or north on Main Street at Rowan Boulevard, people pretty much pick up speed. And I see this from my balcony. And then they're suddenly shocked to get to the crosswalk. And over the years, I've seen people, myself and guests, were going over to La Scala having to run across. I just think there should be a sign placed. Like, I'm saying I tried 5 miles an hour, and that's just way too much of a crawl. Like, even 10 miles an hour post when you first get onto Rowan Boulevard, right around the post office or Trifecta, those businesses. And then a little ways down, a sign showing that there's a crosswalk coming, because there really is nothing there. Of course, I'm not sure if there should be one by law, but when you go further down Rowan Boulevard, they have the speed bumps, so people are slowing down when they come up that way to Main Street. But coming off, they're going nuts. And this is, we do want I want people to come to Glassboro to feel comfortable, to go to the businesses, to go to the doctor's offices, to go to Trifecta, the library, whatever. But it's dangerous from my point of view. And so if that could be put into a thought for consideration, and this comes from residents of all the apartments and some of the business owners and visitors to Rowan Boulevard. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good evening, Matt. Good
Good
evening,
evening.
everyone.
How are you?
My name is Rohit Jaswal. I'm one of the small business owner on High Street, 22 High Street East. The restaurant's called Rohan Indian Bistro. In the last few months, I would say there's a new business that opened right next door to us, which is doing really great for their establishment. That is called a yoga place. And throughout the whole day, there is no parking available because their sessions are hour-long. And we, as a small business owner, I'm talking about on behalf of Mr. There's never a parking spot there. So if one class gets over, the other class session starts, so it just basically going in circles. And even if you have to unload anything for our restaurant, for our stores, there is no parking spot. So I was hoping the council, the mayor, to just come up with some sort of idea. From my point of view, I see there's a library across the street, which is empty, and I think there is a paying parking now there. If not, so if that can be resolved, if we can tell our customers to go park their cars there, they can come in for lunch, 30 minutes, 60 minutes limit at least, for them to not to be able to pay for parking, because it's a small business. You can go to McDonald's for $15, $20 lunch and not have to pay. Where these small businesses, they thrive off of people just stopping in, make a quick restaurant, have their lunch or their dinner. So if anything can be resolved in that issue. Right outside my restaurant, there's a crossway, which is right on the corner of Academy, I believe, and High Street. There is no sign for crosswalk. So what people, and there is a ramp for handicapped people to just use their wheelchair to get onto the sidewalk. There is no, you can't see that there is a crosswalk, but there is. So if that's something can be done regarding that, either a crosswalk pedestrian sign there, somebody not to be parked, especially through the winter storm. The township did their work cleaning the snow and made a sidewalk for people to come in and out. They would even block that area. So there is no access for any handicapped person to get onto that sidewalk. So, there needs to be some sort of parking signs that you can park here or you can't park there. That is the biggest issue that we are suffering with as small business owners. See if that something can be done regarding that.
Absolutely.
Thank you, all of you.
We'll absolutely take a look at that. Thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good evening, sir. My name is Satish Ramani, and I'm the owner of the Kennedy News Agency of Glassboro.
Yes, sir.
That's the oldest town in news agency. Last couple of months, he mentioned same thing like that. A session goes one after another one, and basically there is no really room to park anybody. And we are the oldest in a town, and old folks come over here in my store, but they have to walk all the way to library to come down to my store. And they tried couple of times, but after that they gave up, say, I cannot make walking that long to come down in the store because I don't get parking in the front of any time. It's not like a certain time. And particularly on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that is the time, busy time for our store too, and all day long parking. And even they park on a yellow line, Even they park in the mention, even across the street is a restaurant, there is a crosswalk, they park over there. I have video in the winter time, we clear up a little sidewalk to people can step in. They block the sidewalk, walkway too. So people have to jump up the whole that 3 feet snow to step in the door. And when we mention about that one, hey, you cannot park up here, or you at least make a room so somebody can walk through, not falling on the street on a snow days, icy days. And they say, oh, we paid parking, so they don't care. Really, they mention about, we pay in parking, so I don't care what your store does or what people does, I don't care. That's that kind of attitude they have customers of that yoga place. And also, I would suggest at least keep 10 to 15 minimum only parking, and put a sign with that one, if it is more than 15 minutes, the car being towed away. Because way I look at that customer, they don't care about paying $8 for parking ticket, even they staying all day. I see is right now they wrote it down, ticket 5 o'clock. The parking guy came out and wrote ticket. Still, they park still is there, car are there, all day long. So I will suggest strictly sign to tow away, that makes them to afraid not parking over there more than 15 minutes. And you guys did really good job to create a parking in behind the diner, behind the whole building on our sideline, and also is a parking at the library, but library was right now, that fire department under construction, so that's the reason you guys start off that one. So that is my good concern, and you hear from diner too, a lot of complaint about that. So can you make possible as possible?
We'll look into everything and we'll try to come up with a solution to make everybody happy.
Because basically we lost all business like older people, and nobody want to
understand.
really, like a hustling, stepping out from middle of street,
Yeah,
both side of traffic coming back and forth, and somebody's trying to come in store, okay, let me jump out from at least car in middle, park right in the middle of street and come out. So basically it's a frustrating. And as he mentioned, loading, I have to unload my car, I have delivery comes. Couple of times in the last 2 months, the delivery guy came and said, no, I don't have a parking, and they left. I never get delivery.
okay,
So that is the biggest concern, and if delivery comes with a big old truck,
right.
and a snow days, there is no room to park somewhere else, and nowhere to access that. And
Understand.
we cannot use somebody else parking like a Pizza Hut, okay, we can use that parking lot, that's the private parking lot. We cannot use those parking every day. They have their customer too, so we don't want to bother somebody else parking lot. So that's the main concern we have it right now.
I understand.
And last 30 years, we never step in
Yeah.
over here,
It's a
coming
different
to
world.
complain.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know
lot
what I
different
mean?
now, I do. And we understand, and we absolutely will look into it.
Okay.
Absolutely, thank you for bringing that
Thank you
to our
very much.
attention. You're welcome, thank you.
Seeing no one else, I'll make a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. The public portion is now closed. We'll now entertain a motion to approve all duly authorized bills.
Motion to approve all duly authorized bills.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
I have abstentions, Mayor, as noted with the clerk.
Very nice. The abstentions have been noted. Motion still carries. Any closing comments from our administrator?
I'd just like to add to the comments, and regarding the budget. I think it's a very sound budget. I want to applaud Karen Passione. We actually started out, before we did anything at all with our budget, our healthcare went up $1.7 million. That's a huge increase before you do anything at all. And under Karen's guidance, we hired a health broker, came in. We have a new healthcare plan that reduced it from 1.7 down to an $840,000 increase. Our taxes would be double. So we've cut everything we continue to be able to cut. And if it wasn't for the growth in this town offsetting that, we'd really be in a tough place. But again, Karen, great job with it this year. It's 2 years in a row, we pulled a rabbit out of our hat. You pulled a rabbit out of our hat with our health benefits. I don't know what the heck's gonna happen next year. So, but I just wanted to, tell you thank you. That's all.
Very good. For me, I'd just like to thank everybody that came out, as always, those that voiced your concerns, very valid concerns. We will absolutely take a look at them and do our best to make sure that we can mitigate any issues that our residents may have. I am going to save Mr. Melandro my comments for the next meeting, because I know the type of person that he is. He's very humble. And with that, I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. This meeting is now adjourned. Thank you. Have a nice evening, everyone. Next regular meeting will be March 4th, 2026 at 7 p.m. Scratch that, 6 p.m.